All right. Speaking of positivity down there in D.C., you got the Wizards, and wow, the fact that they have come back in this series is pretty astonishing, especially with everything that the Celtics have done and spun that into focus and concentration on their end. How do you like the Wizards' chances in this Game 5?
You know, at some point they're going to have to win on the road, right? So I think the way, and they've had double-digit leads in games 1 and 2 on the road in Boston. If they close those out or one of those out, this is a completely different series. But we've seen what the Wizards are capable of doing when they want to play defense for 48 minutes. So at some point, I mean, they've lost, I believe, it's 5 or 6 straight in Boston. At some point, they're going to have to get a road win. I think tonight might be that night because this team now is playing with confidence. I mean, what they've done to the Celtics, a 26-0 run the other night. I mean, a 22-0 run in Game 3 at home. I mean, you just see John Wall's putting this team on his back and just taking it. And it's been a lot of fun to watch when they're clicking. And they know what it takes to get it done now. I mean, they know how tough it is to win in Boston. You've had those double-digit leads. So at some point, that is also going to have to click and switch, and they're going to have to play the defense for 48 minutes and shut down Isaiah Thomas the way they've been doing. I mean, I give Scott Brooks a lot of credit. The number of guys he's been running at Thomas and shutting him down in the last games 3 and 4 at Verizon Center. So we'll see if the Wizards can dictate that on the road tonight. The bench, of course, is going to have to be huge. As the coach has always said, you have to take that bench momentum onto the road. Kelly Oubre Jr. will be back tonight after his suspension. I can't imagine the warm welcome he'll get from the Boston fans. But tonight could be something for the Wizards on the road.
Hey, George, what's the feeling and the buzz inside the Beltway? It seems like John Wall is just now appearing on the radar of people, talking about how good he is, how he might be the best point guard in the NBA, if not just the Eastern Conference. And here's a guy who plays in the nation's capital. He played at Kentucky. I mean, I don't understand why people didn't realize how good this kid was.
You know what, Michael, that's true, isn't it? It's funny because it was, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the Wizards have always been, you know, lately it's, of course, the Redskins and you had the Capitals who have been on their tear, and the Wizards really haven't gotten there yet. But, you know, Wall's been telling anybody that'll listen, and guys have been telling him, look, he can play. He's the #1 pick for a reason, and right now he is coming to his own. I mean, he is a lot of fun to watch right now, just the way he is carrying this team, the way he's leading this team on the floor. He's not only dishing the ball, but he's scoring as well. I mean, it's an all-around point guard right now that this team is seeing, the city is seeing, and the NBA is getting a look at too. And the Wizards jump on the scene right now a little bit this year, and you know, you're starting to see that evolution of John Wall. But you're right, we've gotten to watch him around here since he's been drafted, and yes, he's had his flashes, but he also has his supporting cast right now. He and Beal playing almost as well as anybody. Heading into these playoffs. So it's definitely a lot of fun to watch. And I think people are definitely realizing now and recognizing the talent that they have and what we get to see with John Wall every night in, night out.